Every politician is doing this. Who ain't doing this?
Donald Trump continuing to campaign, raising money for his 2024
campaign, raising money
off of his possible third indictment. But according to a Washington Post review of FEC
been indicted.
reports,
I got some cases
that Trump has been raising for his campaign is actually going to his legal bills. And Trump.
I'm not saying that. I understand. Like, check it, right? Regardless to how any of us feel, over here in America, this shit is innocent until proven guilty. That's how it's supposed to be, right? But even if you come from the edge where the people complain, like I come from, like, yo, where I come from is guilty until you prove yourself innocent. Your dream and your aspirations is to have it actually be like that one day. So you supposed to always want it to be like that anyway. Like, I tell dudes in New York sometimes, I be like, yo, you move out of state, it's not the same with the police. The law be the law. A legal search and seizure is a legal search and seizure. The police just be more lax. Dudes be like, what? I be like, yo, believe it or not, a lot of criminals just would want the law to be the law. So when I can't beat the case, I want to beat the case. If you do something wrong, I want to be able to get around it. In the same way, when I do something wrong, you can't hear me? For real? Oh shit! All right, let me put the headphones on. Just see if you can. Oh shit, my bad. See if you can hear me now, man. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me now. Mecca says she can't hear me. So yeah, I want the law to be the law. Don't be bringing up how many times I got indicted or accused of something, gang, when y'all talk about my business out here in these streets, basically. I believe one day I'm going to get treated fair. I believe one day I'm going to get compensated. I work hard. I go, what? Huh? You can hear me? You can hear me now? Alright. So that's how I feel like. So when they say that about Trump, I just don't hear it in the same way as other people.
Trump opponent Chris Christie tweeting, I quote him, grifting is a Trump family tradition, and the latest scam is his campaign. This self-proclaimed billionaire is swindling 50% of his campaign donations to pay for his personal legal.
So now, also, all these politicians be doing this, right? You got people saying, hey, take the money out of politics, and they can't get nowhere. You try to get into politics, talk about, hey, man, we're going to do this different, man. We're going to have like a politician fund where everybody get the same amount and do the same thing. You might get assassinatory. Anyway, I just made that up. But look, right? That's a common thing, man. I don't really want to, like, I be afraid. I think I'm already shadow banned. God damn it, I'm too good not to be shadow banned. Somebody got me shadow banned out here, motherfucker. So this might make me go a little further. Maybe I shouldn't even say it, but man, they got opioid epidemic. Where you think that? You think that them opioids all coming from Mexico, gang? That been going on long, the whole lot. They had to catch up and like the NRA, like school, like y'all think all this stuff. Y'all think you be sitting at home like, you know what? I think I could solve this problem. What's going on in government? This seems like an easy problem to solve. These niggas over there scratching their heads, jumping up and down, crying, filibustering, doing all type of shit, gerrymandering, doing everything they could possibly do in order to keep some shit going. And you like, yo, what the fuck is wrong? Whenever anybody do that, that's because somebody getting money when niggas pretend they can't see shit and they don't know what's going on. Whenever you see a motherfucker just mysteriously turn blind, I heard somebody say the other day that Stevie Wonder could see. I start thinking, if Stevie nasty at the piano and he couldn't get a shot, right? They like, oh, nah, you don't look the part. We don't like the way your dreads look or whatever. We don't like your body type, Stevie Wonder. Like, and we don't even know if Wonder is your last name. For all we know, your name could have been Stevie Johnson. Like, and that's not even the same thing, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be Alfred Stevie McNamara. Like, that's not the whole same thing, bro. Like, we good on that, right? But now, if a nigga blonde and he start playing the piano, like the best nigga that ever played the piano throughout the history of all time, regardless of what, and singing, My Sherry, niggas start doing that. Now we like, oh. Not saying that's what Stevie Wonder did. But what I'm saying is, if that is what he did, because Stevie got a lot. I'm not saying you blind, you can't have kids, you got chicken. But I'm saying we seen Stevie do, y'all want to, didn't Stevie get a scholarship to college for football? I think it was the quarterback. I don't know. I'm drinking, but I felt like Stevie Wonder played quarterback. He did something. The celebrity basketball game, nigga hit like 5 something, Jay. That's just how you add that spice on there for niggas online. They'd be like, yeah, it happened. But no, right? It's money in politics. We all fully aware of that.
Legal fees. We don't need a con artist. We need a leader who can beat Biden. And joining me now is 2024 GOP presidential candidate and, of course, the former
y'all know who this is, right?
New Jersey, Chris Christie.
Y'all know that's Chris Christie right there. Oh, y'all can hear Megkid? Say something, Megkid.
Y'all can hear me?
Oh, yeah, they can hear you. Yeah, that's Chris Christie right there. Chris Christie lost some weight, right? He did. He's still let me tell you something, right? As much gambling and paying for hoes that Trump might have did with campaign funds and doing wild shit, he was doing that with Krispy Kreme. And you know he liberal, right? He damn sure broke off thousands of dollars at Popeyes.
Or that chicken sandwich?
Throughout the history since Popeyes existed. He was so flush with money that he was spending on the side. He probably gave a motherfucker a loan that he didn't even want them to pay back to open up Popeyes in the beginning of the joint. No, that might have been too far. But he owns, and that is the social media era, but he on social media calling him and his whole family grifters, right? Grifters is just a good word, another word for freeloaders. Yo, bro, you supposed to be upstanding, man. Y'all supposed to be different. You out here calling us freeloaders, me and my family. Like, start to differentiate. What about my grandsons and shit, motherfucker? And let me tell y'all something, right? Call as stupid as you want, right? So sometimes it happen like that. It be a smart motherfucker, an ambitious motherfucker, a motherfucker that's ready to go the distance to get the shit done, right? And he go get the distance to get the shit done and get mad money, and then he have kids or whatever, and the kids might not be like him. They might get slower and slower and slower and fuck the whole shit up, right? But if you really know, and look, this is why I'm banned from the barbecue, I guess. Yes, I understand. But I'm telling you real shit. These just the facts. Like, when it's time to bomb something up, I bomb something up. Like, do I think Trump is guilty of all the shit they saying he guilty of? Yes. Do I think almost all of them is guilty of that type shit? Like, bro, you ever heard the dude read the shit off? You thought it was the NFL, but no, it was the politicians. Like, this many, oh, I wish I had that video. I bet you didn't know it was this many drunken drivings, this many assaults, this many domestic cases, this many this last year. And motherfuckers thinking he about to say the NFL, and he said, no, that's like the Congress. And that's not knocking them. Just go across. We are human. Sometimes a politician is trying to convince you otherwise, and that's when you should get spooky. Let's see how far he go just here. Like, this ain't Twitter. He live right here. This CNN. Let's see how far he go.
And I also should say, Governor, in the spirit of full transparency, I will note you are my husband's second cousin for anyone interested in our family trees. So let me start off by asking here, off of what you tweeted.
How?
Do you believe that Trump supporters would not give money to his campaign if they knew he was using it for his legal fees?
Yeah, they would. That's
or
what I said.
Maybe they're well
they let him
aware,
rock.
they're happy with it. They want him to
But
use
it's
his
just
money to
you
fight
can't
legal
do it.
battles.
Well, I don't think they're well aware, Aaron, because he's lied to them, as typical for Donald Trump. First, he said 1% of the money they gave would go towards his legal fees. I think most people would say, okay, that's fine. Then he said 10% of the money is going towards his legal fees. Well, here's my problem when it gets to 50% of the money. You really need this billionaire, a guy who says...
Yo, look. Now, he not going to ever probably sit down in front of somebody that's going to say this to him. Everything going to be vetted. He know where he going. Like she said, hey, let me tell y'all the conflict of interest here before we get this conflict of interest on. And homegirl, she be trying to challenge it a little bit. She may do it, but it's a conflict of interest still. And not saying that humans can't rise above that, but we are humans, right? So check it. Nigga, this Trump money. This is supporters' money. Some of these people was willing to try to take the Capitol. Tooth and nail with Viking helmets on and bathrobes. Are you fucking kidding me? It's a whole bunch of them that would have been like, nah, get yourself out of trouble. We want you to be president, right? Because if they donating money to his campaign, that means that they want him to be president, correct? How the fuck he gonna be president if he in jail? Now, if I ask him that, what you think his response gonna be?
According to a recent New York Times story, that he's made $1 billion since he left the White House. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what he says. You really need to have people who are donating $10, $20, $50 to your campaign pay for your high-priced lawyers for indictments that you all brought on yourself by paying off a porn star, by holding back classified documents despite the fact that...
Let me tell y'all niggas something, right? A little while back, and maybe I shouldn't even say this because y'all know I am Can't Get Booed news. I do bring you news, and I got an inside scoop. I'm not sure if I should even tell y'all about it though, really, in real life. But I think I might do that shit. Y'all remember when they said it was a shortage on chicken wings? Well, I found out from sources close to other sources that are very close to other sources on Capitol Hill. That there were some warehouses, like big giant freezers in New Jersey, and there was a certain governor. I don't really want to say the name here, but I'm going to just say like Rick Crispy. Something like Rick Crispy. Had about how many? I said four. I think they said it was a dozen warehouses like that in New Jersey, stocked with the chicken wings. And they wasn't never going to be for sale. Rick Crispy do freezer burn and I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, but and I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. I'm not that shit like blood and crip to me. Look how they handle each other on social media. Only thing they not doing is shooting each other. But if they could, they would. And cause they don't care about trying to put each other in jail, bankrupt each other, just all out ruin each other. It's still hateful, bro. It's still hateful. So, and they all do it on both sides, right? It's This is just a despicable moment we in history, gang.
They've been asked for voluntarily for 18 months. I mean, this is ridiculous. And he is using these people in a way that I don't think that they completely know about. And, you know, people set up a legal defense fund, Donald, and if people wanted to give to that, they will. But people are giving to him, Aaron, because they think it's going to help him get reelected president when all he's doing is grifting off these people.
Why you ain't say when all he's doing is trying to stay out of jail so that he will have a better chance of becoming president like they desire for him to do? Now, say I was behind the scenes with Chris Christie. He'd be dope. He wouldn't even be doing stuff like that. That's Trump angles. You trying to use Trump angles against Trump. Think of all the shit this dude done been accused of. Do you think he give a flying fuck? Do you think Trump give a flying fuck what anybody on CNN say? If his mama was alive right now, Trump, he wouldn't give a fuck what his mama said. He already been the president.
Yep.
He not go.
And he got a lot.
Chris Christie ain't gonna be the He got a better chance of becoming the president of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory than he got of being the president of the United States, nigga. He gonna fuck around and fuck the whole succession of presidents that ain't been now everywhere he go to all these different places, he eating everything. He ain't even waiting. Cause you know they don't really got it with a nigga taste your food for you like the Kings be like, they be like, oh, taste my food. The nigga taste it and just die. And they be like, oh, you trying to poison me, get over here. He really just digging in everywhere. This nigga at regular all you can eat Chinese restaurants in New York and Chinatown. He in Russia, all you can eat Chinese, Russian, black bread. Nigga got him. Like, come on, bro. Like, he mad cause niggas ain't giving him money to do that. I'm telling you, my bad, Medcare. I don't even know what was going on, bro. But anyway,